certain of the guys that I used to chill with, they learnt Spanish just to move to one girl. Learnt Spanish, bro. To move to one girl and then that's it.
You got to rate the grind, bro.
That's a bit of dedication, isn't it?
Dedication.
You guys good to start, yeah?
What, yeah?
What happened there?
No, nothing.
I thought you were crying. You're crying,
No,
bro.
I just said wudu in it.
You got tears in your eyes.
No, I just said wudu, bro.
What's the wudu? Where did you get the wudu from? Why is wudu only in your eyes?
Don't know. Why wudu in your eyes, G?
That's a new one if you're crying in public. What's that? It's wudu.
Wudu in my eyes, bro.
Okay, cool.
I'm like that. Let's go.
Let me know when you guys are ready. Yeah? Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Marriage Stories, where we're going to be diving into online stories related to marriage. So, if you guys want to hear the intro, you can go back to episode 1 where we break down exactly what Marriage Stories is. Without further ado, let's go into it. So, marriage app goes wrong. We're diving into that.
Mohammed Malik.
My brother right here.
Yeah.
Rad ala, you know, the reputation.
He's got his own.
Yeah.
No. You don't have your own?
Yeah, but the thing is, the marriage apps.
I thought that's why you looked at me like that. I was like, okay.
Demon face came on. He's like, man, he's here for this.
I'm just gonna go straight into it. Just this quick thing. Yeah. Thing is, the marriage apps it's pretty much impossible to have it Sharia compliant, but also effective. Like you can actually implement it in the real world. Because I think we spoke about this before.
Yeah.
The best way to do it is family and friends. Like that's it. Anything outside of that is.
But you do run a service that has tackled.
I don't.
The Yahya.
I started it, and then I realized. I didn't do the research. I realized that it's not really that feasible. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I mean, you can do it, but there's way better options.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get into it. But like the if you really want to make money or profits from a business as a marriage app, you're gonna have to do some dodgy stuff. To be honest.
In terms of marketing, in terms of how you market it, you're appealing to the senses.
Not necessarily marketing. It's more so look the goal of a marriage app is to keep you on there as long as possible. The goal of getting married is to not be on the marriage apps for as long as possible. So you've got two clashing things that are clashing.
I think Bumble has that thing in it. Bumble was saying Hinge or Bumble, one of them.
Hinge, I think. Yeah.
Hinge says the app that's designed to be deleted.
What's Hinge?
Yeah.
What is Hinge and why do you know about it?
I'm really
it's
interested.
From me before the show.
Yeah,
I was telling him about
Yahya, my guy. Yeah. See?
Oh, okay.
He's got you, bro.
I got you.
Pay later, innit?
Mashallah.
Inshallah.
And I just want to say, if you see me advertising any marriage apps, it's because I think they're the best ones out there. Not necessarily that you're gonna find a spouse. I just want to make that clear.
I think marriage apps can be good. Just register, put your profile out there, and keep it stepping. To be honest, but
has anyone used them?
I've done heavy research because I was actually running a marriage app, like managing it and marketing for it.
No, but the question was, has anyone used them?
Anyone
here?
Yeah, but bro, you know what? Look,
just answer the question, yes or no.
Yeah, 100%. So I'll just say, I think we were both agreed on this, that in terms of brothers, we would say number one, like use all your asbab, all the different ways if you can. If one isn't working for you, inshallah ta'ala, you might use another one. You find, and there are sisters, mashallah ta'ala, even on the most popular apps that you'd say, even from somebody who maybe are more conservative, I'd find conservative sisters, mashallah ta'ala. Yeah. But what it is, so the issue that I'm going to mention, one thing is...
Before we get into that, let me just get into the story. Let me get into the story. Come on, bro. We're going to be talking about the entire topic. Maybe we might need to change it. The story comes at the end.
Go on.
Okay, so I'm turning 30 this year.
Mashallah.
I'm not turning 30, but the person on this story is. And I wanted to share my experience. So I met this girl on... Are we naming the...
I've seen it already. Trust me, you don't want to say that. Yeah, okay.
Around 2 years ago, they met on beep. Yeah. I think you just to give... You'll know
the beep.
Yeah. You're guys with these... You used to be.
By the way, you can't even say that word anyway.
Oh yeah, you can't. It's trademarked.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you know which one it is.
Okay, makes sense. That was a smart one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Around 2 years ago, and we clicked straight away. I thought, why not ask her out? I mean, that's the purpose of a matchmaking app, isn't it? So I did. But her response was pretty vague, something along the lines of, I appreciate it.
Wait.
Huh?
You asked her out and she said, I appreciate it.
Yeah. It's a bit awkward, isn't it?
Bruh.
This story, by the way, this story turns left Keep your ears open because
Damn,
I
man.
said this story turns left very quickly. Yeah, I'm serious. It turns very. So during this time, work was hectic. They kept talking and they even made plans to meet in person, but they never panned out. So they haven't actually met each other in person. But there's that interest trying to get together, right? So there's a pause. They stopped talking for, I would say, around 18 days. 18-day window, there's no communication. Yeah? They're both busy. Within this 18 days, something happens. I'm not going to mention what happens, but I'm going to mention what happens after that happens, so that you have a full context, right? So you're gonna understand what happens, the sequence of events as it happened from the guy's perspective. Yeah. So something happens with the girl. She does something. Yeah? But the guy, he ends up meeting with her after this 18 days. So in his mind, everything's normal. After 18 days, we ended up meeting. What could have happened in 18 days? What could happen? Everything seemed perfect, but he found out something.
Don't tell me she's married.
Nope.
Okay.
In that 18 days period, she was approached by another dude who love bombed her. You know what love bombing is?
Yeah.
Right? They like
Give you
show you
everything.
so much affection and the
And
first
then
time they
leave
meet you. Yeah, so the woman kind of lowers her
I know what
guard,
happened.
whatever have you. He ended up
Is it? Yeah?
committing zina with her
Yeah.
from that 18-day window.
What's love bomb?
This is from a Muslim marriage app. by the way.
It's basically, so what happened essentially, and obviously correct me if I'm wrong, but he love bombed her probably with the intentions to sleep with her, because obviously, especially a practicing Muslim girl, she hasn't received this kind of attention before. She falls for that guy, they end up committing zina, and then he goes.
And this was her first time.
Yeah, exactly. And then he goes to her after, right?
Yeah, and then he basically disappeared. So what did she do? She went back to her safe bet. Remember, now I don't like using the word value, but her value has kind of dropped. Does that make sense?
Of course, because you're keeping that value to yourself, that chastity.
So the chastity's gone. Value's gone down. So she settles for the first guy. So she goes back to him, wanting to marry him and whatnot. So now he's confused. He doesn't know what to do because he's still in love with the sister.
I've got a
With her?
question. How did he find out?
And he doesn't trust anyone anymore.
How did he find out?
She told him. Remember, one thing about women is they can't, it's very difficult for them to keep things hidden.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, they're going to tell you. Do you know what I mean? A man can lie his whole life. His whole life can be a lie. And no one will ever know. And that's why you find out all these
You're
stories.
gonna put
of
us in a
so-and-so.
mad thing. Don't say that. No, we tell the truth.
We tell the truth. but-
We tell the truth. Men tell the truth. Always remember
Bro, I know brothers. I know a brother. I know
that
specific-
brother. That brother. We all tell the
I'm
truth.
saying men can. You choose to tell the truth.
Yeah.
There's a difference. You choose to tell the truth,
Okay.
which is good.
Alhamdulillah. I
I'm saying
choose. Yeah.
some women that go through this, they're not choosing to tell the truth. They need to get this burden out of them. Does that make sense? It's too guilt. It weighs them down.
Yeah, but the same thing as men as well, bro.
One
Men,
brother.
not exactly. But that's regardless of the point. There's a brother that I know, very twisted brother to be honest. What he did was a bit crazy. What he did was, and it goes back to this whole manipulating sisters thing that happened with this sister, right? Love bombing, whatever you call it, right? This brother, he chose a different strategy. What he did was he went to practicing sisters that just started practicing in the masjid and whatnot. And he would tell them, he would play the victim. So they'll feel sorry for him and they would want to basically take care of him, whatever have you. Then he would be like, okay, let's get married. And in that process of them thinking they're getting closer to marriage with this brother, he's basically,
do the thing.
does that make sense? He's trying to lower their guard and whatnot. But even there was an incident where he told this specific brother, he told the sister, what did he say to her? He said to her, you will get rewarded by Allah for meeting me in private. Yeah, bro. For meeting me in private because it is done for the purpose of marriage. Because for his the way he convinced her, and she got convinced, the way he convinced her was, look, the end is the end goal is marriage. If anything in the religion, if you're going to do it, like for example, going to the masjid, then walk into the masjid, you get rewarded for it, right?
Allah al-Mustaan.
Does that make sense? So in his mind, he was like, look, we're getting
some
married.
Sort of qiyas,
so,
some mad qiyas going on, man. Oh.
so what is qiyas for the
Analogy,
viewers?
like this is a way of fiqh, for jurisprudence. One of the
Found a lot of words there, mate.
yeah. No, so it's drawing an analogy, like mad, like subhanAllah, this is the thing. Can I just mention to mad thing? Let's just get it clear, sisters. Don't meet a brother on your ones, and
matter how religious they are.
Ideally, don't go by marriage unless there's a man, because as the brother Taha mentioned, men understand men. You don't understand what you're dealing with. You don't understand the levels here. There's books, literal playbooks of seduction that people study, bro. Certain man. Don't want to mention that, man. But why? Because it's dangerous, man. Certain people, they will learn. Look, I went to a boys' school, bruv. Certain of the guys that I used to chill with, they learnt Spanish just to move to one girl. Learnt Spanish, bruv. To move to one girl, and then that's it.
You got to rate the grind, bro.
That's a bit of
Dedication, isn't it?
Dedication. And then for him, it's worth it.
At least he learned a language at the end of it.
To move to one girl.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing, man. So don't underestimate the power, because the biggest driver for the man is this shahwa, is the desire to move, whatever it is. People conquered countries, bro, in order to, increase that desire and pursue women as well, man. SubhanAllah.
Something interesting that we see at the end of this story is that he's become distraught and he's still confused and he's still, and he kind of infatuated here, right? He's still infatuated. So why do men give these type of women so much value, whereas women that truly have value, really actually good women, are neglected, put to the side? They're safer kind of options. And even for the same for the brothers, right? This woman, she saw a good man, and she went to someone that was not good, and then afterwards she was like, you know what? Let me settle for the good man. Why is that?
You're saying girls are like bad boys?
Yeah, no, that is actually very true.
It's a passion trap as well, isn't it? But
and I think obviously you need to separate attraction and obviously what makes a good husband, because these are two not necessarily the same things. There is an overlap, but obviously, as you were saying, the bad boy sort of look where he's not necessarily responsible, he does what he wants, that kind of thing. He's not so emotionally involved. These are actually attractive for women, which is kind of messed up, right? But I just want to sort of circle back to the point of the girls who are actually practicing, they're covering up and they're not wearing makeup, they're not doing nails, all of this, not on social media. They're not as attractive in the eyes of men, because in this society, we've been taught that, a BBL, a boob job, makeup, all of this.
PG, brother, PG.
But like in this society.
Sorry, viewers.
My bad. But you know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
All of us have been taught, or at least we've been sort of programmed to think this is the best thing we can get. And obviously, if a woman isn't showing that, then it's not going to be as attractive to us.
SubhanAllah. Can I just say one thing, right? I wanted to get this
I don't like that, though. I'm not really into it. I'm just speaking for the brothers. Maybe you are.
No, that's an interesting insight. I really like that. But what did you say that made my man...
No, I didn't. He
not even love.
That's
the word. That's what happened.
Can I just say one thing? Yeah, there's SubhanAllah, a beautiful dua. Yeah, when a Salaf al-Salih, the pious generations, he gathered a hadith. Yeah, I'm just going to mention it in Arabic quickly. He said, Allahumma arzuqni imra'atan tasurruni idha nadart. And oh Allah, grant me a wife, a woman who, when I look at her, I feel surur, tranquility. I just want to go into that a little bit, yeah? Tranquility comes from a woman who is, inshallah ta'ala, upon piety, yeah? Not necessarily, it's not the same as you look at a woman, wow, mashallah, like the brother was explaining in terms of certain assets, whatever it is. That's different, bruv. We're talking about a woman who's going to be the mother of your children. When you're going to come back from whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to feel that tranquility. Do you feel that tranquility? Yes or no? That's different to attraction, man.
Yeah.
The woman, mashallah, if she dresses in a nice way, modest, that is tranquility. That is surur.
But why are men leaving these? Okay, we understand.
It's because of shahwa, sah. It's because of the desires that we have. And what the brother was saying, that all we've seen is, if I can say the word, and it's considered even in anthropology, it's like the Kardashian archetype. This family,
what is that? Is that...
There's a family, right, who's known to be literally set the precedence in terms of beauty in this era. right? It's a real impact, like call it the Kardashian effect or whatever it is. There's a family. They're known, mashhoor, whatever
I
they've
just
done.
know O.J. Simpson case.
Look, I see halos right here. innit?
OJ, he died recently, no?
Yeah,
They still don't know if he was him.
it was definitely a murder.
But you know what I mean? So that family, bro, they affected the whole IG, Instagram narrative, everything.
So social media. So you're saying it's social media. Okay. What about maybe lack of understanding when it comes to what makes a good wife? I'll give you an example, right? I was listening to one doctor in this field, specialist in this field, and what he mentioned was that if you want the first step of having righteous children, of having good children, like what you mentioned in the last episode, right? Raising good children. The first step is actually finding a good mother. Does that make sense? Find a good wife. So what I don't even think it's this whole social media thing or whatever have you. I don't think people understand the consequence of marrying a bad person. What are some of the consequences of marrying a bad person?
SubhanAllah, man. I just think in terms of your mind is just split in terms of, for example, what you want to achieve as a man. And I'll use this analogy. People will, SubhanAllah, some people might gun me down in terms of like, oh, this is, however, but the man, his real, proclivity, his real prerogative is to go out there and slay that proverbial dragon, whatever it is. If it's you're a talib al-ilm, you're seeking knowledge, you're a businessman, mashallah ta'ala, Taha, or you are a 9-to-5, mashallah, you're in the field of philanthropy like our brother Zach, mashallah ta'ala, whatever you're doing, Allah barik, you want to kill that dragon, yeah? Or mashallah, you're our techie, mashallah. We've got brothers here, mashallah ta'ala, but you come back home, you want sakina, raha nafsiyya. What does that mean? You want tranquility, bro.
I'm saying we understand.
But if you haven't got that,
what's the consequence?
It's gonna affect your work. It's gonna affect your deen. It's gonna affect your dunya. It's gonna affect everything. This
how bad
dunya,
though? I don't think people don't understand it. How bad?
Your partner, even when it comes to entrepreneurship, which is a field that I've studied and stuff, the number one factor, subhanallah, I couldn't believe this, is actually the partner that affects the entrepreneurs. That's why, as in the partner shareholder or partner at home. The happiness, the partner at home. Sorry,
okay.
Afwan. So what I mean by this is that. So, for example, somebody may say, "Wait, what about? Let's just say Elon Musk has got a bad partner, whatever it is. He is, in terms of actual happiness, one of the least happiest people. From what he's also said, yeah. For example, like from what people around him have said, one of the least happiest.
His brain's wired differently, bro.
Yeah,
I've seen the picture of his body.
Mad, yeah, little.
That guy, that his body has not seen
the Tesla,
a moment of
Tesla
daylight,
body.
That's what they say.
A Tesla body, yeah. It's mad. But yeah, in terms of happiness, in terms of success, like true success, the major factor is your partner, your life partner.
Yeah. And as you said, it affects everything around you. I had a client, I still have a client recently, who was married very, very young, and he didn't look out for certain things or red flags or whatever. He wanted, a pious woman, but she wasn't wearing hijab, she didn't pray much, all of these things. But he was young. And he ended up leaving that marriage, and it's basically his mental health just went, it's hit rock bottom. And he's saying that he doesn't want to get married, as in he wants to get married, but he just doesn't feel ready. He has no confidence, no self-esteem, all of this. So I think what you said is definitely true when it comes to happiness and fulfillment. It's your partner as number one.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَوْ عَجَبْتُمْ. Like even if I love this word because it's like, if something shocks you and you're so attracted to it, it's like ajab, like it's something that has, it's taken all your senses away. But even then, move away from it. It's not good for you. If it's something that, that's not the way that you should look for a woman, inshallah.
They say behind every successful man there's an amazing woman.
He's a career-driven woman.
Don't put words in my mouth ever, please.
Is that not what you said?
Please, that's not what I said. I said behind every successful man is a very good woman, and vice versa.
I mean, in this generation, you don't know if it's going to be a woman or not, or maybe a lady. Okay,
that's it. Yeah.
Moving on. You this time around, you guys pick a card from that.
It's a bit far from me, but still.
Yeah, grab two.
Oh yeah, this is actually subhanAllah. I was actually contemplating about this because I've seen quite a few videos like with subhanAllah where woman mashallah in Nikkah is helping her husband who's not in the best state. Before
you read out that question, so just so people know, these are the marriage meeting cards. There's 146 cards in each pack, and they're designed as conversation starters to help guide you in your marriage meeting process. And yeah, so one interesting fact about the Zawaj cards, which I'm going to mention, it's funny that you mentioned that, is it's completely random. So when you pick out a card, Allah decreed for you to pick that card. How beautiful is that?
SubhanAllah.
No, honestly, so there's been moments where something is on my mind, and I'll pick a card and it'll be the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, SubhanAllah.
crazy.
This one I've been thinking about. I've been seeing like
So we've
content.
got proof in the pudding.
Yeah, I've been seeing content online, and I'm like, SubhanAllah, really, these sisters, SubhanAllah, that you know, they're absolute gems, man. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase them and how they deal with their husbands who have issues. So here's the question, yeah. 1 year into the marriage, your husband is talking about the sister, yeah? Your husband loses his job and his money. What do you do? Brothers, what should that sister do?
It's up to her. She can leave if she wants. She can stay if she wants.
But what
you
is
can tell the
ideal? What do you
difference
think is
between the two.
correct? What do you think is wrong in this situation?
There's nothing wrong. It's her right.
Yeah.
You believe there's nothing wrong?
There's nothing wrong.
You know,
Yeah.
You believe actually
I actually agree.
I completely disagree with all of you.
See, the thing is, obviously,
That
one
is
of his
crazy.
obligations is to provide for her. And
Yeah.
if he's not able to do that, then
So
she can leave.
So hear this, yeah, hear this, and this is, I think, it's a very
Technically,
important.
yeah.
I think it's a very important point here that I think we all need to understand, which is that yes, we're Muslims, we have rights and roles that have been stipulated. We know what the rights of the husband are. We know what the rights of the wife are. However, marriage is not robotic.
Yeah.
There's feelings, there's love, there's wanting the best for the other person. There's empathy in marriage. 5, 10 years, 15 years, you have to enjoy the good times, you have to be patient in the difficult times.
100%, yeah.
Even from an Islamic perspective, you've got Prophet Ayyub alayhi salam. Yeah. This is literally the questions from that. This is literally a situation where he was tested with not only losing his wealth,
His health.
he was pushed out of the land. He lost his wealth, his status. He lost his status with the people, not his actual status. And he lost his health. He became very sick. With that, his wife stayed with him.
She's an amazing woman. But
Yeah.
the point,
That's the point. We're not talking about
she's
is she allowed to get a divorce for that reason or not. I'm talking about
question,
what should happen in this
let
situation.
me be devil's advocate here.
Now, don't be the devil, be Zach.
No, I'll be Zach, no problem. Is she wrong by asking for a divorce if that's the case?
100% she's wrong.
Why? Islamically.
So when he was
One
up there and
second.
he had all that money, she
No,
didn't shy away from taking it and spending
That's
it.
fine. But
Plentifully.
one second.
But when he's down, she wants to...
Don't run away from the point. Don't run away from the point.
I'm not running from the point.
You are running away from the point.
Go on, tell me your point.
Is she in the wrong if there's no shelter above her head and there's no food being given to her?
I honestly believe...
Don't run away from the point.
I'm not running away from the question. I honestly believe if everything else is good in terms of he's trying, we're not talking about a bum here, remember that. We're talking about someone he strives, he goes out, does that make sense? He's doing what is upon his ability, but sometimes Allah tests you with certain things.
Yeah.
If that's the situation,
Okay.
then she should help him.
I'm not saying she shouldn't help him.
He said
But
she's
is she
leaving,
wrong by leaving?
Yes, of course. How is she
Why?
helping him if she's leaving?
Why?
Because she shouldn't, akhi. This is
She's not sinful for it.
it's not, we're not talking about sins, akhi. We're talking about what
No,
is marriage built on.
no. Because you know what? We pick and choose when it comes to this. She's
we're
not
not picking
wrong.
it.
No, we are picking and choosing.
We're not
Because
picking and
because
100% she's in the wrong.
she's not wrong.
100%.
But if it's in a different scenario, it's okay.
What's the difference?
If there's a scenario where it's like,
Go on, give me a scenario. Give me a scenario where this would apply, and I would say to you, it's fine for the person to leave.
okay, so you're saying in every single situation, it's not just whether or not she's the parties are sinful. It's okay.
Yeah, give me
The previous point.
Come on, bro. Talk the
One
talk.
second. The previous point where we were talking about the man shouldn't leave because he's losing his manhood by going to.
They're not married yet. We're not talking about that.
exactly.
We're talking about in the marriage. People have married. Man, woman, married.
Cool.
They go through. Do you think marriage is 24/7 rainbows and sunshine?
No,
Akhi, even look.
I'm not saying this is the so
I
you
made
can
it
understand
clear.
my point properly. So you can understand my point properly. I am not saying that her doing what she's doing, that it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, that's what I agree.
Yeah,
with.
that's
All I'm
what-
saying is
what I
she's not
always
simple.
No, we're not talking about that though.
But 1 second, you're saying she should not do that.
Yeah, she should not.
Why?
Are you saying she should? I just explained why.
I mean,
Because In life, in marriage, if you're going to go into a marriage, remember, marriage is not 2 years, not 5 years, not 10 years. It's not 20 years. If you're married the right person, it's going to be a long time shot. It's a lifetime.
You
think
both
that
agree.
entire time Allah's not going to test you.
Of course, Allah's gonna test you.
I think you both agree, man.
Inshallah, bi'idhnillah, she has the
Wala
thing in her heart,
nabluwannakum.
the shafaqa in her heart
Yeah.
to be like, you know
No.
what? He's done me so well for X amount.
Brothers, you know
but
what?
not everyone's like that.
I think you both agree.
I'm not saying.
You both agree
I
because
think you
We do
essentially,
both agree. He's just very passionate about this.
No,
mashallah.
it's
I'm
because
not-
don't ever leave me.
I just don't
what,
believe it's a valid reason.
what we're saying is technically, as Zach is saying, that she has every right to leave, but a good woman will stay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what we're trying to say.
And what are we talking about? Are we talking about marrying a good
Okay,
person?
khalas.
Or are we talking about marrying like Tom, Dick and Harry? Does that make sense?
A good
Okay,
woman.
khalas, should the man stay if a woman can't give kids?
Literally
Of
about
course
to
he
say
should,
that.
of course. If it's out of her ability, then yes.
100%.
So it's the same thing.
And he should
It's-
take a second.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
It's slightly different.
It's different for a man.
How?
It's different.
It's different for a man. He can take
in
more.
Islam, the responsibility of like having kids and whatnot, of course, this is the woman that's actually doing it, but the lineage is tied to the man. Does that make sense? And he has that option.
Ability, yeah, to
He has
marry
that
men.
option. And you know what's funny? Polygyny, I don't even want to get into it in this episode, but polygyny is something that has been allowed. And one of the I would say biggest reasons for it would be this.
Children. yeah.
Would be child. If for example the person can't bear children. With that we'll wrap it up, inshallah. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Assalamu alaikum.
Inshallah.
Yeah, that was good, man. That was good.
That was good though. Wallah,
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah, you got that respect, the mutual respect in that. Come on.
It was good.